Yes. Hello, YouTubers. I've had an email off the Department of Health. Apparently, the government are thinking at trying to encourage employers to provide more flexible working hours for people with mental health problems. Mental health costs the government 1.5 billion a year and is the most common reason for people claiming incapacity benefit. Now, it won't work. No employer can possibly be flexible enough to cope with the demands that the psychiatric department places on a mental health patient's time. They no longer make an appointment with you when you want to see that. When they need to see you, you have to stay in all day. All they can say, I must admit, they've started coming after 5 now on a Thursday, but you know, they do expect you to stay in all day for them a lot of the time. They no longer will let you just pick up a prescription from your GP and get your own tablets from the chemist. They have to come round and deliver them once a week. And like I said, you have to stay in for them. And if you're on injections, of course, you know, you have to stay in and wait in for them while they come and give you the injection. They section you at a moment's notice, and you're always in hospital for months when they section you because you've not done your housework properly, or because you haven't washed up, or because, you know, what employer is going to cope with you keep disappearing for months on end when the psychiatrist decides he wants to subject you to another bout of treatment? I mean, which employer is going to be flexible enough to cope with you keep disappearing for months on end every time your psychiatrist wants to treat you because you haven't washed up or your ashtrays are full? I'm sorry, if you want to get mental health patients back to work, the only way to do it is to change the wording in the what year was it, 2007 Mental Health Act. You know, things have been impossible since I was working until the 2007 Act, but the wording in the Mental Health Act means that the psychiatrist can section you in a drop of a hat for any little reason whatsoever. And you know, like I said, they're placing more demands on mental health patients' time. No employer could possibly be flexible enough to cope with the demands of the psychiatric department. The only way to do it is to change the wording in the Mental Health Act so they can't section people as easily. If you don't let the nurses in, they'll section you. If you're not in when the nurses call, they will section you. Because, you know, even though you're not on a community treatment order or anything, if you start refusing to let the nurses in, or if you're out because you're working when they call, they will have you sectioned, these psychiatrists. So, you know, the only way to get mental health patients back to work is to change the wording in the Mental Health Act and to demand that psychiatric nurses make appointments to see their patients, make a proper appointment to see their patients and tell their patients when they're going to be calling. That is the only way to get mental health patients back to work. Anyway, thank you. Bye.